already is.
Live streaming is on.
It's
Okay, we are
already
back.
amazing. You
Thank you,
got
man.
Ratio able to do it. Like in such a amazing time. Like we were able to get him up and running faster than we were. So like that just means every other person that comes in, hopefully it becomes easier and easier and easier. So you can already see from like my process to like his, like there's already been a lot of improvements that have been made. So it's like, man, I look forward to that continuing.
Yeah, I like
Thank
chipping
you.
away at making it easier.
So, Gabe, this worked. This worked with the replacements and everything in theory. We will double check. But the thing is that right now, if we go to status and we check the the memory of the script, the memory of the script has some stuff that you probably would be I mean you would like to be using. The example datum here, right, has constructed or adapted the datums, the exact structures that you designed on the EDS code. It are ready to be used and parameterized on GC side. And this format also, for anyone listening, is fully compatible with the Cardano serialization lib, most likely with a lot of other tooling on Cardano, but for sure for the serialization lib. So you can even use this to just integrate this contract. So we're talking about contracts that emit artifacts that can be just parameterized and reused for integrating, which for me, it's I'm sorry, but I like this a lot because with Martin, we'd like to say that like these validators once compiled are like black boxes. Yeah, you can audit those, but only if you're an expert or you have the right tooling. What if this code produce the kind of types, and the data structures that you need to integrate, a functional blueprint from Aiken, the functional comes from the execution of the code itself. So yeah, I don't know if Aiken has this. I bet it has it because this is how probably the blueprints are being created on Aiken side. But yeah, thank you, thank you, Christian, the creator of Ideas for this. We love it. So yeah, basically you have this information here, and it's exactly what we were looking for. I will be copying this and giving this to you on Discord. So yeah, I think it's a good progress.
I think so. Yeah, no, it's definitely the starting spot where, at least knowing where things work and then trying to build out from there. So I know how to do it on GC for sure. So everything else is a smart contract plan.
Jason. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now you have the file.
Got him.
So, where am I? Okay, so here, let me see if I can. Give me a second. Yeah, I should be moving this. Wait a second. Oh, it's like I'm not. Ah, no, guys. I have an issue with my monitor setup. Whatever, I can just paste it here. I Are you watching?
Yep, I'm here.
Perfect. Okay, so I would like to have this on the other editor, but yeah, let's just deal with this here. So the first, I mean, this is a snapshot of the memory of this of the script. Here we have the construction of the data that we used for parameterizing. Here we have a list of the stages of the parameterization of this source code. Which, if you open this properly on a nice editor and you check it out, you will be able to also debug each line that is replacing or injecting the parameters of the of the source code. And here we have what the Bluetooth script function of GCScript returns. So you have the scriptx function, property that carries the compiled UPLC, right? So you can just imagine you don't want to parameterize this source code again ever, so just use this, and it's okay. Of course, we suggest the source code available way, like dealing with source code and compiling probably client side, if possible, if safe enough for you, for your usage, would be great for auditability purposes. But and more open source collaboration purposes. But then, if not, you can just use this compiled UPLC, and here you have the script hash for reusing. You have the language, V2 in this case, and yeah, the version of the alias that was used that you can also parameterize. And well, something else there that don't matter here, but basically, Gabe, what you were looking for is this. So example datum, here's how it's constructed. And here, these fields, you don't have the exact reference of what they are, but you need to match, with the code, with your code. I think you get the idea of how you can do this.
Yeah, no, it was a big journey trying to, I know there's examples and everything, but I was still kind of a little bit lost on it. This was definitely a big help on the GC end. But yeah, no, there's a lot more gaps on the smart contract aspect. So that's where the journey is. No, it's beautiful. I love. There's an issue. I won't call it an issue, right? So where the feature is the bug and the bug is the feature. But damn it, man, you give too many people freedom with the wallet that it's almost for applications something to overcome, right? Like if you submit a transaction to the user in GameChanger, they technically can open that IDE, and if you're revealing like a token mint or any of that stuff to them, I mean, they can literally just copy the metadata, do the own mint under their own terms. So now it kind of urges you as an app developer to start utilizing contracts and script addresses, to ensure that they're interacting with a specific transaction or a specific terms, right? So like the whole idea of smart contracts, things like that. So the fact that you also give the people the freedom on the user side, but then you give the developers the ease to interact with all the smart contracts as well. So it's kind of like I said, as much as you create the freedom for the user, you're also giving the capability for me. So it's kind of forced me to dive into GameChanger into like almost its entirety at this point. So it's just kind of like exploring, like in the video games, the unexplored areas of the map, that is getting less and less with GameChanger. It's just like, man, well, now I have to do the contract aspect of things. So no,
So
it's amazing. Like you already had the capability for it, you know. So it's just like I'm saying, I'm exploring the dark regions of my map right now, and it's yeah, it's just amazing to see that Game Changers thought of all of this.
thank you, Gabe. I was losing the code you asked me to save. Sorry. This is why I was putting faces. But thank you a lot. In whatever, I mean, regarding what you're saying, just a very quick thing prior to closing maybe the stream, if nobody wants to hear me again today. This is check this out. I mean, I don't know how many people in Cardano know that you can do this since ages with GC. Like you can. I think this one is. Yes. Well, I'm opening. Are you watching? Yes. I'm opening a transaction here that contains the parameters, the provision of datums and everything needed for a smart contract for an open protocol, actually, which is great. So I don't know nothing about this, but with Martin in these days, we will be literally making like a, how do you say, like an inverse engineering from this transaction to actually create the GCScript to replicate this and do this on our own. At least this is what we are going to be trying to do. So you click on,
So
you
looking
import the
forward.
transaction, right? You import the transaction as I showed you here, and then you can go to advanced, and then you can go to advanced again, sorry. And then here you have, for example, a serialization of the entire transaction, CBOR, the underlying structure that goes actually on the chain, with everything you need, with exact format and an exact formatting and everything you need to do. For example, here you have Bluetooth data being used with a format similar to what you were looking at recently. And the idea is that if we just, you just can reuse these pieces of data and create our own version with this script, and then we can just let other developers to reuse and to participate in this open protocol. This, I mean, this is GC as a developer tool for developers since years. Like we have been always having these features where you can just import transactions. Even I think even it will work if you're not on the same network, just because you have the freedom of just opening it and debug it. And parse it and analyze it. Of course, if you are going to be dealing with this with the node on the wrong network, it won't work. But yeah, that's my 2 cents regarding what you were saying. Thank you for what you were saying, and for all the developers that are watching this, please remember, you have a developer toolbox here and an integrated development environment. You can audit pieces of the transactions in a nice way with colors, with a lot of JSON. Everything is decoded in JSON. Like for example, this datum that goes in line on this UTXO, which is an output. Everything. You have a hash here. You can just copy paste everything, like using these buttons here to just build. That's it. I won't be talking again unless somebody else ask a question. The longest
Yeah,
session ever, but was awesome.
yeah, we can save it for next week. And yeah, this was a long session. I know we covered a lot of stuff here, and yeah, you had to restart the stream for the second time. But yeah, we're approaching lunch over here, and I have a lot more to work with. So I don't want you to code the entire thing for me. right? So like I'm gonna go ahead and tinker, make some failures myself, and see where else I need. I mean, yeah, I got as far as the contract, but now I think I need to reassess that a little bit. But no, this was great. I appreciate the time and everything. I think Ratio is synced up to mainnet by now. No, I'm kidding.
Sure. He's already in the next era of Cardano.
Yeah.
I will be sharing you the GCScript now via Discord. And okay, for everybody
Thank you
that
so much.
joined us, sorry for the time, but yeah, it was an important session. We owe this session to you guys. So yeah,
Amazing. I'm looking so forward to building with all this stuff. And I'm having so much stuff I need to do, and which is awesome. But yeah, I need more time in the day. Day's too short.
yes.
I
We
feel
need-
that. Thank you all for your efforts, man. Like everyone here just says, yeah, your time is extremely valuable because of that fact. Because there's only so much time that we have, and man, we share a lot of it together. And I respect that from each of you. Yeah, it's cool to see what we're building. You know, like every time I feel that there's something to show for our efforts. It's not always the case, so recognize that.
It's a rabbit hole. Prepare for the next one next Tuesday. Come on, don't miss this. Okay, guys. Thank you. Let's let's keep chatting regarding Dandelion and everything. The new notes that are coming. Congrats for that. Well, thank you for joining. See you in the next one. Bye bye.